See Selenium, Selenium tutorial. First topic, introducing Selenium. Introducing Selenium. See Selenium, it is a set of tools, or you can say suite of tools to automate web browsers. See, it is a suite of software tools to automate web browsers. See, it is not single tool. For example, UFT, Unified Functional Testing, formerly QTP, from HP, single tool. Silk Test, single tool. RFT, single tool. But Selenium is not a single tool. It is a suite of software tools to automate web browsers. It is a suite of software tools to automate web browsers. Means it is only for automating web-based applications, not for desktop applications, or you can say Windows-based applications. Next, it is open source. See, it is open source software test tools suite. See, anybody can download and use Selenium software. Next, it supports various browsers and operating systems. See, for example, take UFT. UFT works on Windows operating environment only, but Selenium works on Windows, Unix, Macintosh, etc. Next, Selenium license. See, second topic, Selenium license. Already I told it is open source software. But why license? See, even though it is open source software released under Apache 2.0 license. It is open source. Anybody can download and use. Anybody can implement, modify that software with free of cost, but reselling is not allowed. Means you download and use, you download and modify the code, but that modified code can't be sold. Okay, Selenium is open source. Anybody can download and use. Anybody can modify that code, but not for commercial purpose. Means you can use for your projects, but no reselling. Suppose you downloaded Selenium software, enhanced some features and selling to other organizations. That is not allowed. That is the core concept of Apache 2.0 license. Next, Selenium supporting platforms. Selenium supporting platforms, or you can say environments. Selenium supporting platforms or environments. See here, I will explain different types of platforms. First, operating system. Say Selenium supports Windows, Microsoft Windows, Windows operating environment. Next, Unix operating environment, Macintosh, etc. Mac. Suppose UFT, Unified Functional Testing, supports only Windows environment. Next, browsers. See, it is cross browser. It supports various browsers. We can use Selenium for web applications on different browsers. IE, next Mozilla, next Firefox, Opera, etc. It supports all leading browsers. Next, application environment. Application environments. Say in the industry we have 4 types of software applications, basically 4 types of software applications. One is CUI based, otherwise you can say Windows based applications, Windows based applications. See, old one, CUI based, command user interface. Next, desktop, or you can say standalone. Desktop or standalone, or you can say Windows based applications. Next, web based applications. Next, mobile applications. Mobile software applications. Say Selenium doesn't support CUI based. Selenium doesn't support. In CUI environment, no object concept, only commands. Next, Selenium doesn't support desktop applications, but UFT supports desktop applications. Next, web based, it supports web applications. Next, mobile applications, partial support, mobile applications which have web forms. which have web forms. It supports mobile applications which have web forms. It supports. See, final conclusion, Selenium doesn't support command user interface applications. Next, desktop or Windows based applications. It supports web based applications and mobile applications which are having web forms. Okay, no problem. Nowadays, most of the applications are web based applications. Okay. Next, programming or scripting. See, programming or scripting. Say, Selenium supports different types of programming languages and scripting languages for creating and executing tests. Suppose UFT from HP. UFT tool supports VB script only. VB script only. But Selenium supports different types of programming and scripting languages. We can choose any one based on our convenience. But most of the Selenium testers nowadays choosing Java. See, it supports Java, C#, next PHP, Perl, Python, and Ruby. See, Selenium supporting environments. First, operating system. It supports Windows, Unix, and Macintosh. Next, browsers. It supports all leading browsers in the industry. Internet Explorer, IE, Mozilla Firefox. Just a minute. Next, Opera, Safari, etc. Next, when it comes to application environment, it supports web-based applications. Next, mobile applications which are having web forms. Next, programming or scripting. Suppose UFT supports VB script only, but Selenium supports Java, C#, PHP, Perl, Python, Ruby. We can select any one. See, most of the Selenium testers are using Java. You try to use Java only. Why Java? Say, say it is open source tool. Most of the documentation, supporting documentation available in Java. You can get more help if we use Java. So try to use Java. Suppose if you use Perl, Python or Ruby, less or no help from internet. If we use Java, help documentation, huge amount of help documentation available in the internet. If we use other languages, Perl, Python, Ruby, less or no documentation in internet. Next, fourth topic, Selenium suite of tools. Already I told, Selenium is not a single tool. It is suite of tools. Each tool having its own purpose. Every tool having its own purpose. Generally, testers select one or more tools, depends on their project environment. See, Selenium suite of tools. See, first one, Selenium IDE, Integrated Development Environment. It is a Firefox add-on. See, it is Firefox add-on, means it can't be installed independently. Say, on Firefox only you can use this IDE tool. It can't be used separately. See, what is the purpose of Selenium IDE? Okay, it is Firefox add-on. See, it is Firefox browser add-on. You can download and install Selenium IDE from seleniumhq.org website. See, it is Mozilla Firefox add-on. It can't be used separately, only on Firefox. Next, what is the important features of Selenium IDE? It is record and playback. It is a record and playback tool. Recording tests and executing tests. And it is not full-fledged tool. Generally it is prototype tool. Selenium IDE is not sufficient for automating our functional and regression tests. It is not complete tool. It is only record and playback tool. Say, a Selenium IDE, Integrated Development Environment, Selenium IDE test format is HTML. Say this IDE, drawbacks are there. It works only on Firefox. It works only on Mozilla Firefox browser. See, it works only on Mozilla Firefox browser, not other browsers. Next, if you want to execute these tests on another browsers, export these tests. It has that facility. See, export tests to Selenium RC or Selenium Webdriver in various programming languages. You can save as Java format or Ruby, Python, etc. See, important functionalities of IDE. recording tests, executing tests, exporting tests to Selenium RC, another component of Selenium or Selenium Webdriver. Next, major drawbacks of the Selenium. Major drawbacks. It works only on Firefox web browser. Next one, it doesn't support flow control statements. See, it doesn't support flow control statements. Next, Selenium RC, remote control. Nowadays it is outdated. Successor of Selenium RC is Webdriver. See, what is Selenium RC? Remote control. See, it supports various browsers, IE, Firefox, Chrome, etc. And it supports different programming languages, Java, Perl, Python, Ruby, etc. See, see, it is used to create tests. It is used to create tests using either Java or C# or PHP or Ruby or Python. It can import tests from Selenium IDE. Next, it supports all programming features. All programming features like flow control statements, etc., conditional statements, loop statements. Next, it supports various browsers to execute tests. Browsers like IE, Firefox, Chrome, Google Chrome, etc. See, nowadays it is outdated. Some drawbacks are there. Selenium, slow in execution. First it has to start Selenium server. Through server only it can communicate browsers. Through Selenium server only it can communicate web browsers. See, latest tool alternate for Selenium RC, that is Selenium Webdriver, developed by Google. Selenium Webdriver, it is successor of Selenium RC. Same, it is used to create tests using either Java or PHP or Ruby or Python. It can import tests from IDE. Later you can enhance tests. Next, it supports all programming features. It supports various browsers. Next, it is faster. It is faster in test execution than Selenium RC. See, through Selenium server only, Selenium RC can communicate with browsers, but WebDriver not like that. No mediator. WebDriver can communicate directly with web browsers while execution. So WebDriver is faster than Selenium RC, and so many other advantages also. But nowadays most of the Selenium testers using WebDriver for creating and executing tests. Next, another component of Selenium suite of tools, Selenium Grid. See, it is for executing Selenium tests in parallel. Say, using remote machines or using multiple systems, we can execute Selenium tests in parallel execution, so that we can reduce the test execution time and efforts. See, it can be used for executing Selenium tests in parallel. See, so far we discussed Selenium, introducing Selenium. Next, Selenium license, Selenium supporting platforms or environments. Next, Selenium suite of tools, Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium Webdriver, Selenium Grid. Next, advantages of Selenium. See, what are the important advantages? Advantages of Selenium. Just a minute. See, first one, it is open source. Means source code available on net. Anybody can download and use. Anybody can modify that code. It is open source, free of cost. Anybody can download and use. Next, it supports various browsers. For example, it supports Internet Explorer. Next, Mozilla Firefox. Next, Google Chrome, Opera, Safari, etc. Next, see, if it is UFT supports IE, some partial supports for Mozilla and Chrome, not other browsers, but Selenium supports all leading browsers. Next, it supports various programming languages and scripting languages to create and execute, to create and execute tests. Next, disadvantages. See, it supports various browsers, it supports various operating environments also. See, it supports various operating environments. Example, Microsoft Windows, MS Windows. Next, Unix and Unix flavors, Linux, Solaris, etc. Next, Mac, etc. Next, disadvantages. Important disadvantages. First one, first disadvantage, it supports only web-based, browser-based applications. It supports only web-based applications. It doesn't support desktop or Windows-based applications. If it is UFT, formerly QTP, UFT supports desktop applications and web-based applications. Next, since it is open source tool, since it is, just a minute, disadvantage of Selenium suite. Since it is open source, no reliable technical support. See, since it is open source software, no reliable technical support. Suppose if we struggle at middle of the project test automation, no technical support guarantee. Suppose if it is vendor tool like UFT, Silk Text, RFT, vendor can provide technical support. No reliable technical support. Next, enhanced features may work, may not work properly. See, new features may not work properly. See, these are some important disadvantages. Next, one comparison. UFT. See, nowadays in the market, competitors, in case of functional and regression testing, competitors are UFT and Selenium. See, test, just a minute, UFT versus Selenium suite. UFT versus Selenium. See here, test type, functional and regression testing. See, Selenium suite mainly used for functional and regression testing of web-based application. Selenium suite mainly used for functional and regression testing of web applications. See, functional and regression testing. Say UFT versus Selenium. See, both are competitors in functional and regression test automation. See, first factor, license. See, license required, HP license, cost required, license required. Say it is expensive. Here license Apache 2.0 free. Next, when it comes to architecture, UFT is single tool. Say all UFT tool features and VB script engine, MS Access database engine also integrated in that tool. But here suite of tools, not single tool, suite of tools. Selenium IDE, Selenium RC remote control, Webdriver, next Selenium Grid. Next, application support. Say UFT supports desktop applications, or you can say Windows based applications. Next, web. But Selenium supports web only, web applications only. Next, technical support. See HP provides technical support. Here no technical support. Next, images validation. Next, dialog boxes. Supports. See, less support. Next, scripting or programming. It supports VB script only. Scripting or programming. It supports Java, C#, PHP, Perl, Python, Ruby. But UFT supports only VB script. Next, operating system environments. Say UFT Windows only, but Selenium supports Windows, Unix, Mac, etc. See, these are the important differences between industry leading tools, so UFT and Selenium. Next topic, see. Selenium Certification. Say, if it is UFT, formerly QTP, vendor HP conducts a certification exam, but for Selenium, no authorized certification. See, nowadays some companies conducting Selenium certification, but no value guarantee. See, no authorized, no authorized. Next, Selenium configuration. How to configure Selenium? See, configuring Selenium. Configuring Selenium. See, before this we have to select Selenium tools. See, all tools not required for every application. First we have to select. Suppose if you don't want to record and playback, we no need to select Selenium IDE. Directly you can use Selenium Webdriver. Suppose if you don't want to execute tests in parallel, you no need to select Selenium Grid. You can use single tool Selenium Webdriver. Suppose you want to record tests and enhance tests using programming, that time select Selenium IDE and Selenium Webdriver. Suppose we selected, suppose in our project we don't want to record scripts, just writing code using scripting or programming language. See, we selected Selenium Webdriver. Selenium Webdriver for creating and executing tests. See, in Selenium Webdriver, you can use either Java or PHP, Ruby, Perl, Python. See, we selected Java for programming. Next, Mozilla Firefox as main browser. Next, TestNg. It is framework. TestNg is framework. Actually, WebDriver doesn't have any result reporting mechanism. Using TestNg framework, we can group tests and generate reports in HTML or XML format. See, TestNg framework for grouping tests. Next, grouping tests, executing test suites, test batches, and generating reports using HTML or XML, generating reports. Next, Firebug and Firepath, small tools. These are browser extensions. Firebug for Mozilla, Firebug for IE, Firebug for Chrome available. Browser browser add-ons. What is the purpose? Firebug for inspecting UI, user interface elements, web elements. Next, what is Firepath? Firepath, it is extension. It is extension of Firebug used to generate EX paths. See, used to generate element locators like EX path, CSS, etc. Suppose these are the components we selected for our test automation. First, how to deploy. First, we selected Java for programming. For that, download Java and install. See, first step, download Java, also free software, open source, developed by Sun Microsystems, now take over by that Oracle Corporation, subsidiary of Oracle Corporation. Download Java and install. Next, download Eclipse. It is IDE for executing, IDE for writing and executing Java's programs. It is not only for Java. We can use Eclipse for writing and executing Java programs. Eclipse IDE for writing and executing Java programs. Next, install Firebug and Firepath to inspect UI, user interface elements, objects. Next, download and install, download WebDriver, Java bindings. Next, deploy WebDriver files in Eclipse. Next, download TestNg and deploy means install in Eclipse. Now you can create and execute Selenium tests. This is a brief introduction about Selenium tool.